Hey there, YouTube world. It's Takia Shamik here, and you're watching my channel, Curls and Culture, where we're either talking about curls or culture. Today is one of those videos where curls and culture collide, and I'm very excited because we'll be reviewing Tracee Ellis Ross's brand new hair care line called Pattern, as you see here. And we'll get into some of the products. I also want to talk a little bit about her new show, Mixed-ish. I want to talk a little bit about Black-ish, only because last night was the episode that the girlfriends came on the show and they were reunited. And I was really excited. I'm not generally a Black-ish watcher, but I did want to watch that one because I was a girlfriends watcher and a huge fan. So I was really excited to see all four of those ladies together last night, and they even gave William a little debut as well, or cameo, if you will. So I was really excited about that. And as a result of me waiting to watch Blackish, I tuned into Mixed-ish, and it was the third episode. And coincidentally, it was all about hair, all about natural hair. So I thought that was cool. I had already decided I was going to be doing the pattern review today. And I thought it was great that her brand new show was all about natural hair. And so I decided to watch the first two episodes today before doing my video so we can kind of get into that as we are trying out her new hair care line Pattern. So let's talk about some of the products I have here. So she has quite a few products. It is a 7-product line, not including the brushes that she has for sale, and a banana clip, couple of other accessories. So what I have are 4 of the products. She has 2 different oils. I didn't get any of the oils. The oils were like a jojoba oil. I can't remember. I think maybe the other one might have been an argan oil. And then she has a shampoo, a conditioner, 3 different conditioners actually, and a leave-in conditioner. So what I decided to go with was the shampoo, obviously. And these are the travel sizes. I will say her products are a little bit on the expensive side. Her products were $25. So I went with the travel size because I'm like, I don't want to get something that I don't know if I like for $25. And this was $9. And you get 3 ounces of product for each travel size. So this is a hydration shampoo. It's supposed to gently cleanse and hydrate. She does promote paraben-free, color-safe, free of silicones, and it's supposed to be very natural. And so this is supposed to be able to help you embrace your gorgeous hair and rock your pattern. And so that's the shampoo. Then we have the conditioner. So like I said, she has 3 different conditioners. There's a light, there's an intensive, there's a heavy. So you know, some people, they know exactly what kind of conditioners they want to go with because they know that they have thick hair, they have coarse hair. Her conditioners are made for coily, curly, and tighter texture hair. And really, I feel like my hair is in between curly and coily. I'm right now on a 3-day twist out from using Mono Hair's product. And if you watch some of my other videos doing her review, my hair is super curly. I have really small kind of straw curls, and as I twist it and stretch it, it gets a little bit more wavy. It's not necessarily tight and kinky. I don't really know what type hair I have. I don't know if I have like a type 3C hair or 4A hair. So I got really overwhelmed and confused about which product I should use. So I actually got the heavy conditioner for coils, and this says that it's for coily and tight textures. Now she does have one that is a little bit lighter that is for curly to coily, but she was all out of that one. And I decided that I would try this one for the coily and tight. And then I also got the intensive conditioner, which is supposed to be for tight textures. And the reason I got this one is because I'm going to use this one as a deep conditioner, which it does suggest on here that you can use this for a deep conditioner. So I said I use this one as my regular conditioner and I would use this one as my deep conditioner because I'm someone who likes to deep condition every wash. And then I got the leave-in conditioner. And this here is supposed to be for curly, coily, and tight textures. It's supposed to be a velvety leave-in conditioner that seals curls with a replenishing moisture lotion to combat dryness and enhance your curl pattern. So I'm going to use this as a leave-in, and I'm also going to use this as a styling product. I'm going to try not to use anything else except for probably an oil. And I'm just big on, if I'm going to review a product, I don't want to mix it with anything else. I want to get the full honest review of what this product can and cannot do. So we're going to do it that way. So what I'm going to do is jump in the shower, shampoo and condition my hair, and then we'll come back, we'll talk about it, we'll do the leave-in process, and then, the deep conditioning process, and then we'll move on to styling. Hey guys, all right, I'm back from the shower and I shampooed it and I conditioned it. I just want to start off saying that I watched one review on Pattern. I didn't want to watch too many. I didn't want to get saturated with other people's opinions. I didn't want to come on my channel and kind of combat those opinions or agree to those opinions. And the one review that I did watch, the person was just kind of with the product. And so I did, as I was perusing YouTube, I saw a couple of people say things like it's a no for me and things like that. So I will say that just from that, I was a little bit apprehensive. I was a little bit like, man, Tracee, what did you do? But based on my opinion on my hair type, so far, so freaking good. I first want to say that I just love this packaging. Yellow has been a color that I've really been drawn to lately. I think that it just screams Tracee Ellis Ross. It's so chic looking, so fashion forward. It looks so ethnic, and so I love it. And then the shampoo has a really nice, light, fresh smell to it. It just smells refreshing. And I'm kind of comparing a little bit to Mono's hair because I just reviewed that product. And with Mono's hair, it has a very strong, rich perfume or cologne fragrance that I absolutely love. With this has a nice, refreshing smell that I also love. The conditioner smelled slightly different to me. It still smelled good. It was a little bit stronger than the shampoo. For some reason, it gave me nostalgia. It took me back to my grandmother's house with like witch hazel and olive oil. It just smelled like it was packed with nutrients and goodness, and I just couldn't stop sniffing my hair as I'm putting the conditioner on there. The conditioner is nice and thick. I love the consistency of it, and it was like butter. It just melted into my hair. I felt like my tangles just began to melt away, and I rinsed out all sections except for one because I really wanted to show you how, my hair just began to just detangle so easily. And the curls, those curls, y'all, the curls are just popping. And I just really, I really, really love the way it smells. So I am very, very happy with this so far. This has just been the shampoo and conditioning phase. I'm gonna go ahead and take this intensive conditioner and put it on my hair as a deep conditioner. I'm gonna leave it on my hair for about an hour, maybe less, sorry. 20 to 25 minutes I'll leave it on my hair. I was saying an hour because I'm thinking in my head I need to do some grocery shopping. I'm making fish tacos tonight and I want to make sure I get to the grocery store. I haven't decided if I'm going to throw the conditioner, the deep conditioner on, put my conditioning cap on and run to the grocery store, or if I'm going to leave it on, rinse it out and then go. But either way it goes, that's neither here nor there. I'm going to put this deep conditioner on and I'll be back to you all with my opinion on that. But so far, so good. These curls are just popping. I mean, my hair is so detangled. Again, I love the way it smells. And for me, you guys know I have fine hair. A little goes a long way. I still have a pretty good amount left in here. I used about 2 dime sizes per section. I went over my whole head and then I came back in and really focused on my ends. And I just felt like my tangles just disappeared, honestly. Honest review. I'm not sponsored. You guys see, I got 80 subscribers. I'm just out here trying to get it. And so far, so good. So I'll be back after the deep conditioning. All right, I'm back. And y'all, it has been almost 12 hours with this cap on. I literally went to the grocery store, got things I needed for dinner and those fish tacos, picked my kids up, made fish tacos, chilled with my husband, put my kids to bed, watched a couple of TV shows. Well, couple of things, but we'll get into that while we're doing this hair. Okay, so this deep conditioning cap has literally been on my head for almost 12 hours. So I don't know if that is good or bad. I mean, it's just conditioner. My hair's been moisturized and soaking up goodness for 12 hours. So I want to say it's a good thing. It actually feels warm a little bit, and and it feels really soft. Feels really soft. The cool thing is I didn't know this until I seen it online. Charlemagne the God from the Breakfast Club radio show, he actually interviewed the whole Girlfriends crew, because as I stated, they were on the episode of Blackish last night. And he interviewed them, and it was a really dope interview. They kind of answered some questions we always had about why the show ended, why Jill or Tony left the show, and it was really touching. All right, so I just rinsed out the deep conditioner, and we're gonna get into styling. So many different things I want to talk about. I've been so inspired today. I'm not going to talk about it all. I'll leave some of it for follow-up. But I want to just give a shout out to pioneers in the African American community while we're doing some styling. So what I'm going to do is take down each section. I'm going to put in the leave-in conditioner, and I am going to follow that up with some of Natural 85's Melanin Oil Blend just to seal it all in. And I'm going to let my hair air dry for 75-80% of the time, and then I'm going to twist it. I do this sometimes. I'm not really a wash and go girl. I don't use a lot of gel, unless it's just for my edges or if I'm putting it up in a high bun. in, but I will let it air dry for 80% of the time and then twist it up. And that's because my hair is fine, and there's certain things that I like to do to give it some volume and some body and length. So I never really, I've tried to do a wash and go a couple of times a few years back, and my hair, I just don't feel like it's thick enough for that process. That's me. If you have some suggestions, if you're a fine hair girl and you have a great regimen on a wash and go, comment below. Let me know what your tips are. If you have a video on it, link it. I'll check it out. But this is my process. We're gonna do a little bit of air drying and then we're gonna twist it. Alrighty. So I wanted to talk to you guys about pioneers in the African American community, specifically in the entertainment world, specifically when it comes to Tracee Ellis Ross, but also I wanted to first shout out Tyler Perry. Over this past weekend, I believe it was, he just opened up his huge studio in Atlanta with all these different sound stages that he honored all of these different pioneered celebrities like Oprah and Denzel Washington and Spike Lee. And I think it's just awesome. I think that he's been doing some really great things. I think that him opening up this studio is huge because it allows more opportunity for Black actors and actresses in a space, a safe space, which is a big buzzword these days, but I think it's really important, and I'm really proud of him, and I'm really excited for our people. And so I just thought I would honor him and mention that. And then watching the interview that Charlamagne did with the cast from Girlfriends, it was all of the girls. I just didn't really realize, and I've heard it over the years, but just listening to them talk and really putting a perspective on the time period in which that show came out and some of the topics that were discussed on that show, it was really a pioneering TV show for our culture and our people, and it really didn't get its just due during the time that it was out. I mean, the ladies, they mentioned that they had never been invited on a late night talk show like a Jay Leno or Jimmy Kimmel or any of those folks that were out during that time. They never, a Letterman, they never had been invited. And even Goldie or Golden, the actress that plays Maya, she mentioned that she went on the Kimmel show during that time period, but it wasn't to promote Girlfriends. It was for a completely different project. And she said that she had gotten the project because of Girlfriends, but it was quite ironic that she wasn't even invited on there because of it. And it just shows you, sometimes we always say we haven't come far, and I don't think we've come far enough, but it shows you where we are, where we've been, just to know that they weren't even really respected in any other world or culture except for the Black culture during the time that their show was out. You know what I mean? And it just shows that, again, they were huge pioneers in the topics. They touch race topics, they touch sexuality, they touch drugs, they touch so many. And this was about 4 single women, single Black successful women, and I just thought, man, they were really doing some big things, and I didn't realize it, at that time. Or like they said, social media wasn't out then, and they didn't have an Instagram, and it was just them, and they were young, they were in their 20s, and they were out there just trying to do the right thing and have a good time and trying to hold a responsibility to really show for different Black women and create different nuances and different variations and really show how multifaceted we could be. And, one thing they talked about is Tracee and her hair, and how, back when she was on that show, natural wasn't a thing. It wasn't a movement. It was, especially in Hollywood. She said that they went to like the Essence event, maybe the Essence Festival, and someone pulled her aside and said, "Honey, you are on national TV. Like, put some heat in your head. Put some heat in your head, y'all." Like, this is what she was told. You are on national television and you need to put some heat in your head. And at that time, obviously the person didn't think twice about what they were saying. They thought it was the right thing to say. And that leads me to the episode of Mixed-ish last night, where it was an episode about Rainbow. If you don't know, Mixed-ish is basically about Rainbow, and Rainbow is Tracee Ellis Ross's character in Blackish as the mother, and she is a mixed woman in Blackish, and she talks a little bit about her childhood and growing up here and there on the show. And so Mixed-ish is about her childhood, Rainbow's childhood, growing up as a mixed child with a Black mother and a white father. And she spent the early years of her life, maybe like from, I think she's probably like 12 or something like that when they moved. But they spent basically her parents spent 15 years on a compound, living on this, like, some people would call it a cult, but it was basically a compound, very diverse. They ate together, they slept together, they grew their own food, very hippie-esque, and they lived there until the feds raided it, and then they had to move off and assimilate. And so basically, she's the oldest of 3 children. There's a little boy and a little girl. They are moving into her father, basically her grandfather's rental. And, the mom, her parents have to figure out what are they going to do. They got to get a job. And now their kids are going to public school. And they're ill prepared. Race wasn't a thing on the compound, and it wasn't something that her parents prepared her for or they talked about in the show. And so when they get to school, they're hit with, what are you mixed with? And they're weird. They're dressing weird. They're kind of dressing hippie-esque, and they have this natural hair, all 3 of them. And her brother's hair is long, and she starts, this is the 3rd episode, the one that aired last night, and basically it's picture day coming up, and her teacher makes a comment about her needing to make sure her hair is neat. And she's feeling the pressure. The Black girls at the school have straight hair. The white girls have straight hair. And she's feeling the pressure. And she tells her mom she wants to wear straight hair. And her mom is not with it. Her mother is Tika Sumpter, which I love. Beautiful, beautiful Black melanated actress. And her hair is natural. She has these cute bangs between her and Tracee Ellis Ross and the mother on Raising Dion, another great show that just recently came out on Netflix. They're giving me life with these bangs on natural hair, and I'm really thinking about cutting some bangs. Comment below, let me know your thoughts on bangs on natural hair. Have you ever had them before? Would you ever have them? The only thing that's making me say no is because of my color, and if I were to make myself some bangs, I would lose the color where I would have them, I mean, maybe not all of it now that I'm looking at it. I hadn't really taken the time to look at it, but I will cut them right here because I've watched a couple of videos today on cutting bangs on natural hair. It's like I would probably part this much and then all of the women cut just slightly above their nose because you have to remember when your hair dries and shrivels up, your bang will too. And I'm looking at it and I'm saying, okay, if I pull it taut and I cut here, I will still have some color. And so it may still work, actually. So it's something I'm thinking about. I haven't really decided yet, but they're giving me life. Tracee has beautiful bangs on her natural hair. Tika has beautiful bangs on her. I'm sure it's like a wig that she's rocking. And then, oh girl, I don't know her name in the show on Netflix, has some cute little bangs. So I'm thinking about it. So anyway, this is what we're working with. I will tell you that the leave-in conditioner, first of all, my hair felt really soft and moisturized after using the intense conditioner as a deep conditioner. It feels great. I'm not adding in any of my leave-ins or conditioning that I would normally do for my color treated hair. I can't wait to get back to doing that, but I just didn't want to do it while I was testing out new product. But it feels good. It feels moisturized. Look at the curls. I really feel like this leave-in conditioner is doing a great job with the curls. I will say it's not as thick as the conditioner that you wash out. But I'm okay with that because my hair is fine. I don't necessarily want a super heavy conditioner. And so I'm fine with that. And I am just going to now let it dry and I'll come back and twist it. But I wanted to just say, about the show, it's picture day. She's struggling, trying to figure it out. Her mother is kind of sad that she even wants to straighten her hair. Her mother's sister is like this, black woman that is like the around your way girl from the 80s. And she's like, honey, these kids need their hair done. And so Rainbow asked her, could she take her to the salon? She takes her and her little sister. They come back with straight hair. And she actually goes to the gym, and one of the black girls make a comment like, so you're just gonna go to gym like that? Because she didn't tie it up and she didn't know anything about it, and the hair totally poofed up, and she ended up not even being able to wear it straight for picture day. But it was really a great episode just to show the pain points of black women and their hair. Tika, I can't think of her name in the show. I think it's Felicia. She really wants her daughter to be brave and to embrace her natural hair and not have an issue with this. And it reminds me of a show that Tracee Ellis Ross did with Malcolm Jamal. What's his name from the Cosby Show? It didn't last long. They were married and they had kids. And I remember there's an episode where the daughter, same thing, wanted to have straight hair, and her mother helped her straighten it, and by the end of it she had embraced it. But I just felt like, that is our plight, right? And I'm really proud that we have such a strong natural hair movement. I'm really happy that folks are embracing it. There's still a lot of people out there that are not. I'm really grateful for all of these great new products that are being made for us to try, that are made for us by us. I'm excited to try them. I'm excited that we have the option, and I just hope that more women embrace it. And I'm not against weaves, I'm not against perm, I'm just for whatever makes you feel good. I just want more of us to feel good with our natural hair. Doesn't mean you have to rock it all the time, even if you just do it sometimes. You know, I had a guy say to me one day, I love your hair, I love your styles, I love the way you rock it. I wish more women would do that instead of wearing all this weave. And I had to cape for my sisters because I'm always gonna rock for my ladies. I'm a woman's woman, I'm a feminist, which Black Issues episode was about last night, and I made my husband watch it today, and he had some aha moments, and I was really excited for that. But you know, I had to ride for my ladies and tell him, you know, don't be too hard on us women. We're doing the best we can. Forever and ever, we've been taught to just straighten and fry and dye our hair. We weren't taught how to take care of it. We weren't taught how to nourish it. We weren't taught how to keep it long and healthy. Some of us don't even believe we can grow long hair. Everyone I know believes that it's genetics. I do believe genetics plays a role in, you know, your texture and the managing capability of what you have to put into, you know, moisturizing it, detailing it, and helping it to grow. We all have a different walk depending if your hair is thicker, if it's finer, if it's longer, if it's shorter, if it's kinkier, coilier, curly. You might have to put a little bit more time into your regimen, but I think that we can all have long, beautiful, natural, healthy hair, and I look for more women to be able to embrace that and showcase that. And that's what I like about the natural hair movement, is it does seem to be making room for different types of natural hair these days. You know, there has always been a stigma in the natural hair community that we only showcase the looser, longer curls and coils. And you know, I love African Export. If you're not familiar with her, she's an OG natural hair YouTuber. She hasn't been around for quite some time. I wish she would come back, but she had kinky, coarse hair. Her videos are still up. She grew her hair down her back, and you know, to me, she's one of those out there that can showcase that it doesn't matter how tight your curl is, how thick your hair is, we can all do it. You just have to learn your hair. And that's where we are now, that we have never been at before. You know, it's easier for us to wear weaves and perm it because we've been dealing with that much longer, and we know how to manage that. We're now learning how to manage our natural hair, and it is a learning curve. And so I told this brother, you know, you have to take it easy on us because we're all out here just doing the best we can, as I am. So I thank you guys for joining me on this journey. We're gonna let this hair dry, and then I'll be back to show you what it looks like as it's dried and to twist it for the stretching process. The curls are popping and it is moisturized. It is feeling good. It is looking good. And so we'll be back to see where we're at. All right, guys, so it's been about 2 hours and my hair is about 80% dry. It is super dry on the ends and a little bit damp as you get to the top and in between. So what I'm going to do is twist it up now. It still feels great. It feels really soft, really moisturized. As you can see, the curls are very defined. Just using the leave-in conditioner and some oil. I actually have an idea that just came to me. Hopefully this video doesn't get too long and I can show it to you. But I'm gonna do 2 twists. I want my twist out to be chunky, so I'm only gonna do it here, and then I'm gonna stop. And while I'm doing the next one, I'm gonna take and use that to hold it. And then I'm gonna do the same thing here and twist it. And then I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna take that out. And then bring the twist together. And that'll be my way of getting it twisted. See, the twist is here and here. I'm going to do that all the way around. And there you have it, to kind of get it a little bit more twisted at the root and help with the stretch. No, I'm only saying I don't care about the length, I don't care about the stretch. But I do. I like to tell myself I don't. Yeah, I think that'll work. If you enjoy this content, if you've been enjoying my conversation, please comment, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're out there. Let me know you're listening. Let me know you're paying attention. Let me know if there's some other things you want to talk about. If you just want me to shut up and do some hair, maybe I can break up my videos where I can do a voiceover with just the hair stuff. And then folks that are interested in the content, we can do something different there. You let me know what you want from me. I thank you for taking the time to listen, to watch, and to go along this journey with me. Until next time, I'll see you later.